Well, here we go then. For the Argentina Grand Prix, after an intense sprint race, we are 5 lights for the penultimate race. And away we go at Argentina. Just here we go for Argentina. Beast Mode having an amazing start on the inside line. No, yeah, Hunter and Kern. Making as much space as possible. Tricho already into the barrier sideways, and has managed and has lost a large gap. No VST or anything is being called. Almost going 4 wide once again into the hairpin as Ruben gets down the inside of Hunter, getting into the podium places. DRS is disabled right now. Edgar is going to use the opportunity that Ruben has presented himself with to try and get on the inside of Hunter too, as Hunter is vulnerable right now. But so is Nas, as Zebra is on his inside too, following behind Ozo, Sloan, Trumpet, and Tricio. They are too far behind to make anything, as Trumpet does try to go around for the switch back on loan going into the final turn. Side by side though, Edgar and Nas going into turn 1. The safety car has already been deployed. Edgar is slightly more ahead on my screen. There's Nas does try to fight it, so I don't know who is going to keep the position there. We'll have to wait and see. The pit lane is now open as our grid round off for these first 2 laps. DRS won't be enabled for a couple more, as the safety car has now been called. Beast Mode is leading the race with Kern in second, Ruben in third after an amazing start, giving him 2 positions. Hunter did lose both of his though, as he started in second and is now in fourth. Nas and Edgar having a little bit of fighting going as the safety car was called out. Ozo, Sloan, Trumpet and Zebra round off the grid, and Tricio in last due to his incident as he crashes into the bollard again on the hairpin. Not again, but he crashes into it. He crashes again on the safety car lap, taking the corner too tight. If you take the corner too tight, well, maybe don't take it too tight and you won't crash, because you don't want to get warning or penalties for cutting corners or extending track limits. Lux is going down the main straight now as he's in the safety car. Guys, the safety car, we've got a lot of pit stops. Both Mercedes drivers pit. Edgar's trying to pit, but Edgar was blocking him, and then he blocks Lone going into his box. Both drivers now coming out. Nas comes out perfectly behind Hunter, obviously with the vision lag. He's come out side by side. Lone perfectly comes out ahead of Ozo's. Tricio, however, does not get. He did not unsafely release there. I mean, he did start driving a little early, but he left just enough space to let both Lone and Ozo's pass. Zebra now in last due to all the pit stops. As our top 3 drivers are yet to make a pit stop, and that might be the crucial factor between who wins this race or not, as now we're going to see all of these 2 groups of drivers on different strategies going into this 41 lap race. We are currently on lap 3 going on to lap 4, as everyone is now catching back up to the safety car. So both Mercedes drivers are in they just need to score points pretty much. So I think I believe it's I can quickly check, it's top 8, I believe. No, it's top 6. So top 6 drivers get points. So they are just inside, meaning they're most likely going to score enough points. However, they might need to get further ahead depending on how other teams do. But honestly, I haven't looked at the championship in a while, so I don't know where the standings are at. Most drivers have caught up as Lone overtakes Ozos. Maybe if you're going too slow. I don't remember if he was ahead there. Tricio has made his pit stop too. He's a little far behind. Zebra is in the pits as well. Is he fully retired? Zebra, he's gone into his garage. Looks like he has retired from the race. Unfortunate events there. Having a terrible sprint and then now a terrible start to the race. I don't know what else has happened, but he just decided to call it. Tricio, however, not giving up, as he hasn't even caught up to the pack yet. Safety car is coming in, so Beast Mode is going to guide the pack into the restart here. Ruben trying to stay as close as possible to get the advantage, as the light as Beast Mode takes off, going straight up to the line, and it's away we go once again. A little bit of a gap begins to form already between Trumpet and Ruben as Khan goes around the outside, on now inside on Trumpet, but he has to leave space for his teammate Hunter as they both make contact between each other, going into this tricky hairpin section. More contact between Lone and Ozos as Lone tries to hold the position he had on Ozos. Ozos on the right side of him. So we're going to see if he can stick it for the hairpin, which he does. Lone has to leave the space, and now Edgar's going to take advantage of that. DRS is fully disabled still, and Lone is on the outside, and that big disadvantage going into these final few corners. Beast Mode leading and has a small gap beginning to form already as a three podium as the Beast Mode is in first on cue for a podium after an amazing sprint race, and Ruben has managed to sneak his way past in. Oh no, Ruben was a. I'm confusing where I'm at. Khan is trying to overtake Trumpet for P3 and earn his team extra points. Hunter getting about to be overtaken by Nas. DRS is now enabled. Hunter just holding as much as he can, defending as best as he can. Nas is trying to look for anything to get ahead here. Ozos is also going to go down the inside, maybe even look for an advantage, but the hairpin is going to get rid of that. Everyone tries to go tight in, and they have to leave space. Tricio beginning to try to close the gap on Lone, as a bigger gap begins to form between Ruben and Trumpet, as the Beast Mode and Ruben both begin to bolt away from the rest of the pack. Maybe their sheer speed is what's going to give them the edge in the pit strategy that they have going for them, as Khan once again tries to go for a move round the outside. I believe Trumpet is on a different setup to Khan, so he will be faster going into these next few turns, as now Khan falls behind into Hunter. Small lag spikes I received. I don't know if anyone else received that. Causes the driver to lag back. No incidents were caused by this though. Ruben has got DRS on. Well, actually, no, everyone will have DRS as the DRS range is infinite. Ruben is going to go down the inside of Beast Mode. Beast Mode being now forced to leave space as he contests for P1, but Beast Mode does have the inside once again, defending really well. Ruben is forced to yield, and as Beast Mode can just push Ruben back enough to let Trumpet catch up, then he could potentially get Trumpet to overtake Ruben and get a 1-2 going, and get some extra points for the team. Khan once more trying again for the third lap in a row to again overtake on Trumpet. Just the sheer speed he has going into these next few corners just sends him off. He just needs to find a way to pull ahead where he has the advantage, as everyone else starts to fall behind and group up with each other. Our top 6 drivers right now: Beast Mode, Ruben, Trumpet, Kern, Hunter and Nas, all of them in queue to get points. Ozos just outside trying to earn Ferrari those extra points. Ruben already in the top 6 though, so some extra points will do nicely in addition, but hopefully we don't see any crashes causing anyone to get out of the top 6, as Tricio, something happened to Lone. He's dropped further back, lost 3 positions, and Tricio's gap is not getting any smaller. I mean, actually, it might have been. I don't remember. Ruben just looking for any opportunity he has. He's gonna take a sharper line, but he goes out wider into the DRS, so it won't. He's just using every now and then to try and keep up, but he didn't use it down most of the straight. We'll see if that's a strategic play, or is that just Beastman trying to lure him into a trap as Trumpet slowly gains on them. Khan also falling behind from Trumpet, as a gap also does begin to form between him and his teammate Hunter, as he's falling back into the graphs of Nas, Ozos and Edgar. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, Mercedes need 1 more point in order to win the championship. So as long as both of them can stay in the top 6, and they've won it. Ruben has an early pit stop, pitting on, I don't know what lap we're playing on, the zebra left, and I can't see the scoreboard. So Ruben comes in for an early pit stop. Maybe that's part of this team strategy. but will this give anyone an opportunity to catch up? Kern going around the outside, he did manage to get past. He is currently in second place. He's going to have the advantage as he's got the low downforce and more speed in the straights. As Hunter now does catch up, Kern going for the left side of beast mode in trying to steal first, as beast mode has managed not slowed down. Everyone's caught up to him as they are now fighting. Trumpet comes in for a pit stop, and so does Edgar. Ozo's trying to push his way past Nas as well. He wants to get the positions and get those extra points. Kern once more doing what he did with Trumpet, trying to just make moves, looking for anything right now. Ozo gets clipped by the curb, probably hitting the bollard, and is sent flying. He lost lots of time, and now he's at the back with Tricio. Tricio, a reserve driver right here for Porsche, looking for anything he can get. Porsches have not had a amazing season with current lots of driver changes, including myself racing for them for a little bit as a temporary driver. Lots of people coming in. Hunter is going to take the lead of the race of both Beast Mode and Kern come in. 4 drivers split from the others. Beast Mode does pit a lap later than Ruben. Ruben is on the other side of the circuit, so we'll see if he's able to get here just in time. We got more fighting for third place as Tricio overtakes Ozos. Back at the pit lane, both drivers leave their pit boxes at the same time, so no issues with unsafe releases. Ruben does get ahead of Beast Mode though. Kern must have slowed him down. This means Ruben could potentially be in the lead of the race. Trumpet and Edgar both overtake him too. Edgar has an issue though. He crashes in the middle of the track. Safety car is deployed. Ooh, we've got some interesting developments right here. Will we see some more pit stops? Yes, I think everyone at the back is going to be coming in, including Ozos, who's going slowly for some reason. I think he's run out of fuel just before the pits. Ozos has run out of fuel at the pit entrance. He's most likely out of the race now. Ruben currently going for the potential lead of the race as he goes past his teammate stuck at the pit entrance, blocking it for anyone trying to get in. Ruben will go to lead the rest of the race, or go into the lead of the race as we go up to the safety car. Tricio managed to get into P2, Trumpet in P3. A massive undercut from Tricio. Beast Mode has lost four positions due to the pit stop, and Lone's coming out in last. Does this mean Ozos is out of the race? We'll have to wait and see, as he is falling behind. Twist has left the game, but he wasn't driving, so that's okay. Safety car is controlling the pace, nice and calm now. An amazing development in the last few laps. We see, I think Ozos will definitely need to move his car out of the way to open the pits. I don't know what's going on there. We're going to have another few laps of the safety car. Nas does come into the pits. A bit of an awkward time to come in, as he's now going to be at the back of the pack, as Lone is also going to be able to get past him here. Could this mean he's out of the running for the points? Probably, but we'll have to wait to see, as anything can happen in these races. Ruben potentially going for his second win in FOA after an amazing one, I think I don't remember where, but I think he's only gotten one win so far in FOA, so he's eager to get his second one and add the trophy to his collection that definitely exists. Tricio also coming out of nowhere after an amazing undercut, almost undercutting the entire grid, finding his way into second place. And Trumpet just holding on as he has managed to stay ahead of Kern, or get back ahead of Kern and overtake his teammates. Beast
He
mode.
moved Ozo's car.
Where is he gone? Because he's driving, so I can't move out of the way. The safety car is staying out, more people come in, Hunter comes into the pits, and so does Trumpet. Trumpet having a really fast pit stop, but maybe I wasn't paying attention long enough. Is Arizona Scott? I can't tell. I can't exactly move his car out the way. Am I getting any messages about this situation? I don't know. Alright, so I've just received word because I wasn't paying attention that Zebra is out the race due to lagging and uh, having multiple bumper glitches. Ozos is out of fuel, so he will most likely be DNF'd as the car is now moving out the way. But we're here for the restart. Ruben is in the lead of the race. Only 6 drivers remain in the race as well, as we've got another crash from Edgar causing Lone to go into the back of him. More racing incidents. These top 6 drivers are the only ones that can gain points. I completely forgot about Trumpet and Hunter and Nast though. So we actually got 9 drivers left, but they're really far behind. Really unfortunate timing when the safety car comes back out. However, they will have DRS throughout, as the range is infinite. So we'll be able to see if the rest of the race is enough time to come back for the rest of the pack. But then again, everyone else will probably need to come in for a few more pit stops. Rubin now leading the race. DRS is disabled, but it might uh, be enabled shortly. Tricio just trying to take the corners as tight as possible. DRS is enabled. I was right. Ruben will not have it, but everyone else behind him will. So he's going to want to try and play this smart, take the quickest line he can, or take the most defensive, as he wants to hold out and try and keep everyone behind him. As I said earlier, this could be his second win in FOA. Kind of trying to stay on the right side of Tricio. Maybe going in the next lap, we might even see him get a little stuck. Tricio gets bumper glitch and he's sought to the right side. He's going to have to defend from Kern. Kern just being forced on the left, having nothing he could do. He really should drop back and get behind him as quick as possible to avoid Edgar from catching up. But going into the corner, he manages to slot behind perfectly fine, completely eradicating what I said before. Both drivers catching up to Ruben with the DRS, as they are going to be getting stuck behind him, going side by side though into this hairpin area. Kern is leaving as much space as he possibly can, but he also wants to take the corner as tight as possible to try and gain an advantage. Uh, as both also towards the back, both Trumpet and Hunter are fighting as well. Trumpet does have the advantage as he has the high downforce, so the extra speed in the corners, so he easily makes a massive gap, but that could be easily closed within seconds going down the back straight where the DRS section is. More fighting up front, those Edgar needs to defend his position from beast mode as he's hunting it back. He hasn't had a great part middle of this race. Edgar does come in, and so does Lone. 4 drivers in the top remain now, as Ruben seeks to defend from all of them. Beast mode. This gives Beast mode a perfect chance to catch back up. Khan gets bumper glitch and he's sent into the wall. He gets out of his car. Nothing deployed just yet. We might see things later from the FIA, but he is sent far back and has lost a lot of time. Beast mode now into the podium places as Khan is out, but he's still in the points, so he still has it. So Mercedes are still in the running for winning the championship, as it is very unlikely anyone is here to contest them. Ruben is gaining a small gap on Tricio as they've got history in other leagues. A small lag spike causes drivers to crash into each other there, but I don't think anything big happened. Most drivers are good. Edgar coming out of the pits now, and so that Ruben goes in, and Tricio takes the lead of the race for the first time. Beast Mode going for an overtake using the DRS into turn 1. He's going to be around the outside. Tricia needs to leave as much space as he can to avoid getting a penalty here. Beast Mode is just sticking with him as much as he possibly can into the hairpin now. He's going to have the inside, which is probably not where he wants to be on this corner. As Khan just tries, he just needs to get past, get away from these guys to gain as much speed as he possibly can to hopefully get the overcut or even the undercut on Ruben. Ruben comes out just ahead of Lone, so we could potentially see them coming out for the lead as Hunter and Trumpet are still fighting. Trumpet is still ahead. Back at the front though, we've got Tricio going for a move on Beast Mode now. I completely missed when Beast Mode overtook him. Tricio's trying to get back, wanting to close the door, but he just can't. The space is still there. Khan is just looking for any opportunity that will present itself to try and get the overtake too. He goes down the inside of Tricio here, but then again, he's on the outside, so Tricio is just going to be able to get round the corner quicker. Beast Mode getting a small gap, but that can be easily closed going into the DRS section of the hairpin. You're going to take this tight to get onto the power as quick as possible. Both cars can have DRS. Who's going to go for the insides here? I believe out of the DRS, so there's no. I don't know what to call it. I've lost my words. Let's see how things are going. Beast Mode comes in, so does Khan. As soon as I was about to get away from the pack to see how the rest of the drivers are doing, Tricio is pretty much holding the lead of the race. With a massive gap, Tricio will possibly need to come in soon. I'm going to take a quick look at his fuel without trying to interfere with his car. Oh, I hear the beeping. He's under 20%. He's possibly going to come in this lap, or he might run out. We don't want to see what we don't want to happen. We don't want to happen to him what happened to Ozos. This could potentially be his first race win. But then again, Trumpet and Hunter are gunning for him, and they are close behind, meaning they're probably going to get into the lead of the race when he comes in. As now we also see Ruben not leading, he's ahead of Lone to a massive gap. Beast Mode hunting Lone down with Khan and Edgar shortly behind. Khan has just been behind Beast Mode this whole time. Those two have probably had the biggest fightings throughout this entire race. Back at the front though, Tricio has finally come in. Trumpet and Hunter are side by side going down the back straight. Both of them should have DRS, however Trumpet going slower due to the lack of low downforce. Hunter now goes into the lead of the race with Trumpet behind and Nas in third. Probably the first time he's been on the podium all race. I think same for... No, Hunter's been here too. So Hunter and Trumpet are back into the podium places. We'll see if more pit stop strategies will cause them to... I forgot what it's called. Point is, Trumpet is trying to get the overtake done, but the high downforce is just not enough. He didn't have enough straight line speed to get onto the side of him there. Goes to the left to try and not get above this. He does get jostled out a little bit coming onto the exit of the corner, meaning he did lose a little bit of time. Both of them coming in though, and that takes the lead of the race now. This could potentially mean Ruben has a really good chance of winning the race. But we'll have to wait and see. Nas is in the lead. How much fuel do they have left in their car? I don't know. I don't want to check because I don't want to grief. I guess I shouldn't have done that for Tricio, but I mean, it's too late now. A large gap. If Nas comes in, Ruben is sure to get the lead of the race. Lone has somehow managed to get past Beast Mode. And I completely missed that because I always miss the action. And now, wait, yeah, Lone did get past Beast Mode. Beast Mode wasn't. No, wait, no, Lone was ahead of Beast Mode the whole time. Well, okay. Nas does come in, meaning Ruben is about to get the lead of the race once more. He has formed a massive gap. No, wait, Ruben comes in too. An early pit stop finds Lone taking the lead of the race. Unexpected events right here. Could this be his master strategy, or his team owner Ozo's telling him to come in? Could this be another sign of Ferrari's terrible strategies, like in real life? I don't know. Terrible strategies, good strategies. I need to do my research. Lone leading the race now. Beast Mode sees a clear opportunity. He knows the skill of Lone and how he drives, and he's going to be able to take advantage of it. Going to the outside now, side by side, both of them on the low downforce setup too. As Lone pushes him out onto the sand, leaving no space, he hits the bollard, causing him to hit into beast mode once again. Lone is just pushing him as much as he can. Back again in the DRS, his beast mode is going to regain all the time he just lost. As Lone tries to defend from him, Khan once again sitting in the back, just waiting for the opportunity to present itself. Tricio not far behind as well. Lone is just holding on as much as he can, being forced to leave space now. He goes a little bit wide and normal, and he lets Khan through, drops back into third. However, he's still got the inside beast mode. But however, he's dropped back too far. Lone is just going for the inside as much as he possibly can. Khan just leaves enough space. He's squishing him against the edge of the road. Loss of contact between the two drivers as they probably arguing, and they both manage to glitch ahead of beast mode. Khan is now in the lead of the race. What just happened there? Both of them now fighting side by side as we're going to the final corner. Intense action here at Argentina. Lone, Beast Mode goes from the inside of Lone. He just left enough room for there to be a gap. He doesn't. Lone gets bumper glitch. He tries to cut off Beast Mode and it didn't work well. And now he's side by side with Tricio behind the two drivers. Khan is finally going ahead of Beast Mode as well due to the glitch. And now Khan is in the lead of the race as Beast Mode sits in second once more as he sees the victory get ripped from his hands. However, I don't know how many laps are left and it could be getting close, or we're about a third of our way through. It's hard to tell. Beast Mode will have DRS as he wants to take away the points from Mercedes. I mean, it wouldn't really do anything because Mercedes are going to win the championship whether Kern is in the points or not. No, wherever Kern stays in the points. So it's just it will just be an extra 24 points to add on to the total. Tricio has got nowhere to go. If he continues boosting forward, he'll get bumper glitch of Khan. But if he can't, and you can't go to the left because Beast Mode is already there defending. We see Lone come into the pits as Hunter is going to look for an overtake. Ruben also shortly behind. He's also pretty good at overtake. Lone gained to fifth. Once again, making his way up. We'll see if his strategy is really worth, and he can get the win. Khan crosses over Tricio. Tricio now on the inside here. As he once again has blocked himself. Khan on the left side of him can't really move to go anywhere. Beast Mode just hugging the inside like he did at the start of the race, defending as best as he can. Once again leading. Can he hold it this time? Or will he get screwed over by the pit stops? Tricio goes into the middle of the road, forcing Khan out wide. Will this leave them 3 wide into these next few turns? Khan has to fall behind. He gets bumper glitch, forcing him to drop back a little bit. And as Tricio yields the second place, couldn't make a move on Beast Mode. A lot of, I don't know what to say of that pass, but it was definitely something. Using the knowledge of the track to his advantage. Now he's going for the outside as Khan will be boxed in. However, Beast Mode does have the inside, so even though he's got the advantage into the bend, following into the right turn, Beast Mode will regain the position. Very easy to defend on this track, but no, the final sector is easy to defend. Going into sector 1, however, is where things get tricky. Tricio now getting slightly ahead, leading the race just for a little bit as both cars fighting here. Now onto this tricky section of the track. Beast Mode is going to come out more ahead. However, Tricio was just not there enough to get enough space. Khan is just also trailing behind Hunter. Let's just quick get. No, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, I don't want to miss the action. Khan is stuck behind beast mode with Tricio on his left. Can't really move out anywhere, having to leave space. This is forcing them to slow down as well and could be leaving a chance for Hunter to catch up when these drivers eventually need to come into the pit lane. But all of them do, apart from Tricio. Tricio once again takes the lead, going for his amazing strategy he might have. Uh, both drivers come in smoothly. We shouldn't see any unsafe releases unless Kern decides to fill up less. Hunter now going back into the podium and takes P2, and Ruben passing them as well for P3. Ruben is expecting probably both Hunter and Tricio to come in, and however, it is anyone's game right now. Or it's between Hunter and Ruben's game right now. Tricio is most likely going to have to pit within the next 1 to 3 laps. I have no idea what lap we're on. We've got some. Yeah, here we go. Tricio is now coming in, leaving Hunter to regain the lead of the race or get it. I don't remember if he's had it before or not. Ruben definitely has though, and he's going to look for the opportunity. Wait, did Tricio not fill up enough, or is he? No, his pit box is just at the end of the pit lane. Ruben securing another P2 though. He hasn't secured it yet. I mean, the race isn't over. Far behind though, Trumpet, Nas, and Edgar all crossing and passing Tricio as he falls behind the 6. Lone, Kern, and Beast Mode now going past. He exits the pits almost just behind Beast Mode. Could have come out side by side if we waited just a little bit longer. As Ruben will have obviously all the drivers will have DRS, meaning no one will be able to gain on each other. Everyone will be gaining, but I don't know how many laps are left. So we could see it could be enough to hopefully get the win. But then again, Hunter is coming in. Ruben, will he be coming in? Yes, he will. He's potentially going to lose the lead of the race. Was that the smart play? Could a weird strategy Ruben has been put on or changed to? Then again, Trumpet and Edgar are both coming in. So Nash is taking the lead once more as Lone, Kern, Beast Mode, and Tricio get past. It is really just a case of who is ahead once, as both sets of drivers are on different strategies. It's just who is lucky enough for that when you get to the finish line, you're in front. I don't know. They're going back and forth all the time. So Nash is leading to an extreme gap. Lone looking to close it. He is once again ahead of Kern and Beast Mode, so he clearly knows what he's doing with the pit stops, and needs to take more advantage of it instead of losing all his time while he's out on track, as he can clearly find a way ahead. Nas is coming in now though, so Lone is also coming. Everyone's coming in. So is Beast Mode. Tricio almost thinking he wants to come in, but he doesn't. I mean, that would have been a really early pit stop there. Kern now leading the race, finally ahead of Beast Mode again. The Mercedes driver in P1 once again. Hunter also in P3 now as Ruben takes P4. Beast Mode coming out of the pits looking like he's going to be in P5, Nas P6. Lone in P7, we've got Edgar and Trumpet coming down the back straight. Are they going to get there in time though? Nash leaves the pit. He just gets the speed. They just come out in front of both Edgar and Trumpet. Trumpet gets crossed by Edgar and he is sent out as Lone is on the inside of Edgar. Oh no, it was on the outside of Edgar, but Lone crosses over just like how Edgar did to Trumpet. Back at the front, not a lot of action is happening as Kern leads with a small gap to Tricio. Tricio's looking to use the DRS to catch up the best as he can, as Kern has to defend well using the skills he may have picked up from Beast Mode, as he was attacking earlier in the race. Ruben also looking to gain on Trumpet, but because they both have DRS, it's going to be hard, and we might not see the gap close for a little bit of time. Same here for Beast Mode and Nas. However, the action at the back will definitely see something as Lone leads to Edgar, not wanting, he just needs to find a way past. He has not had a, well, I don't know what to say. Edgar hits the ball out there a little bit, losing him a little bit of time and going slightly wide on the hairpin. Back at the front, we've got lots of action as Tricio tries to get a move on Kern. He's obviously got the outside, so he will be able to get ahead for a short amount of time, but these next few corners will secure, will dedicate. No, yeah, secure if Kern can turn the position. However, Tricio does have the inside. Then again, this hairpin going back on itself. Tricio somehow finds his way further back than before. Was this due to bumper glitch? Because I may have missed it. Kern just leaves enough space. Tricio is just going to try and get the advantage, being forced onto the grass now. He also has a DRS. Tricio is looking like he's going to get the overtake on Kern right now, as he does have the inside. He's probably going to get the move done, which he does. Kern left a gap open, and Tricio took full advantage of it as he now leads this race. An amazing move there from Tricio as he goes into the lead. Now he has to defend from Kern going into these next few corners. The question is, will he be able to do so? Not side by side just yet. He is still ahead. Will he? He will be able. He is clear, so he can cross over to the other side of the track without causing any incidents. Going a little bit wide there on the exit, meaning Kern could catch up just a little bit. He's going to want to take this hairpin as perfect as he can to not gain space. Kern did take it a little tighter though. He does have the DRS, but he's choosing not to use it, however. So we'll see how that works. He had full chance. He could have used DRS. He chose not to. We'll see if that works for his strategy. Tricio, I'm so confused. He's half the time. He looks like he wants to come in, but he doesn't. No one's really gained on each other. In fact, if anything, the gap has grown between everyone. Most of the action's just happening at the front here between these two drivers as they fight for pole position and hopefully the win of the race. Tricio still leading, of course. His first race, I think, in FOA 1, I believe, as he's also reserving for Porsche, as I said earlier. Porsche have not had a great season with many driver changes, and so hopefully he's looking to redeem the team and make himself a permanent driver in FOA 1, as he's clearly proving he has the skills and has what it takes to be a part of the league. Kano is still looking for an overtake. He's trying everything he can to get past. Still refusing to use DRS. I don't know what that's about. Is he just trying to stay behind? Or does he not? Or does he realize that no matter what he tries, the inside is just too great? Hunter is slowly catching up, as both of them are not using DRS, meaning Ruben is slowly behind too. The gap is growing shorter without them using DRS. Kern does drop back just a little bit, but you can always just regain that in the DRS zone or taking these turns tighter. He doesn't. He actually goes a little bit wider there, but could that be the best way to take the corner? I do not believe that is so. He did use the DRS there just to catch back up. A little bit of bumper glitch there sends him out flying, losing a little bit of time, but then again, DRS, he can catch back up very quickly. Khan does decide to come into the pits though, so we should see some more pits soon. Hunter and Ruben are choosing to stay out. Can they make it last to the end of the race though? I need to know what lap we're on so bad. Tricio has a large gap to Hunter, but he doesn't have DRS anymore, and it looks like the gap is slowly getting shorter. Beast Mode overtakes Khan, so does Nas, and here comes Lone. He's really just going to get ahead as well, as he doesn't hit the speed pad in time. Edgar comes into the pit too as Trumpet crosses the line in last, or second to last now, as he overtakes Edgar. A large gap does seem. Yeah, look, the gap is getting shorter between Tricio and Hunter. So we could see some more fighting at the front of the grid. Tricio is choosing to stay out once again. Will anyone else follow? Yes, they all do. Or the Hunter and Ruben do. They clearly see an opportunity here, and Ruben wants to take full advantage of the fighting that is about to occur. The gap is shorter. We should see some fighting. Wait a minute. Edgar has left in the middle of the track. I'm going to move his car out the way quickly too. Uh, Edgar left in the middle of the track. That could have been really bad, causing a VSC or an SC, which could have brought everyone closer together and bring us a thrilling end to the race. No, that's everyone just flying around. Hunter almost caught up now. We should see him catch up within the next 2 laps, and maybe the fighting can begin. The final lap is here, however, and Tricio is going to stay out across. No, wait a minute, he's run out of fuel on the final bit. He ran out of fuel on the final part of the track. Hunter is going to come across the line and win the race. Tricio is just not going to make it. In fact, he slots himself into the first grid slot. Beast Mode takes third place in an outstanding turn of events. Tricio has just lost everything by being on the wrong strategy. What the heck just happened? Hunter comes across to win the race. Ruben takes P2 after doing so well at the start and leading. He just missed out on his second win, but he's still managed to secure another podium. And that pushes Tricio across the line, finishing his race. That was definitely an unexpected finish. Tricio tried to make his fuel last as long as possible, and it just did not work. So, I believe this is the end of the weekend. Obviously, the race has ended. I'm stupid. I guess this was the penultimate race. Mercedes have now won the championship and gaining an extra 24 points. In addition, well, yeah, they needed 1 point to win. And now we see as all the drivers. Well, yeah, no, I don't know what to say. The Mercedes